Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Cut.
Gone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now gone. And this will be incomplete.
I can see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's gone. He'll buy some time right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
Super one. Super one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
My 20. Tiger. Tiger.
Goff now to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
Now Lawrence to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now 3rd down and 7. Now Lawrence changing the play.
Hey. Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line.
1st down, Jaguars.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play. They go play action with Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
It's second down.
Go, let's go. 11. Sink right. Hey, I'm gun.
No score after one on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a second and long situation.
Hey, go. 13, Luke. Hey, Soko, Hunt. All right, here we go. To Hunt.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one too low.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Intended for Travis Hunter. Incomplete. Kirby Joseph on the coverage.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Let's go.
An audible here to get a new look. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's good for a Lions.
Value three.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
What's that?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
32-yard line.
To throw is gone. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. Off to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw, Goff. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
180, super. Turbo.
Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On second down, ETN once more. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
First down, Jacksonville.
ETN once more. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Buying time to his left. Man open left side is Brown. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cody Joseph. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 14-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. They showed off a nice juke in the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
11. Let's go.
Another tote for ETN. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
Focus after that run isn't how many yards they gained. They said they gained a first down, and they've been running it well all game long.
Hey, Lion. Son, think right open. Silver.
ETN will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
13.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
at their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
17.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The 38-yard line.
Here's Goff. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Eric Armstead. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, easy. Route. Stop. Go. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Washington's got it.
Lawrence's pass.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 28-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Hey, son. 11. Silver.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On second down, ETN once more. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Lisa 24. Hey, tomato. Done. Go.
Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 74 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
We all knew the situation. We're in the fourth quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Lions 7, Jaguars 6.
Coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on it, coming from the building. Diamonds on me, I'm a blue dog.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pushing his way through. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. This is first and 10.
Hey, Ron. Silver.
Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw, Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Here's Lawrence. And that's complete to Brown. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 10.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Sliding out of the pocket. And he goes out right around the 39.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found their way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Out to his left. Open man, that's Monk, the tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Hey, Lion.
Back to throw. Rolling to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Sink right. 11.
He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Red on red. 13 loop.
Back to throw. That's caught by Monk. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken a lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's going to take another shot here. And that incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play.